How Genshin Impact ruined a marriage overnight.
Well, guys, it has almost been 5 years since Genshin Impact. Well, guys, it has almost been 5 years since Genshin Impact first came out, and to call these 5 years
there's this has been going on since 2 days ago.
Would be an understatement. The early videos on my channel serve as proof of that. From review bombing Google in their own app store to going up against the Shrek community and losing, there is simply no shortage of crazy stories when it comes to the Genshin community over these last few years. But one thing that has been consistent ever since the game first came out is the fact that it actually ruined many relationships. Back in 2024, someone posted about how their friend's fiance ended their relationship because she would repeatedly ignore him for hours. What was her reasoning? Well, she was cheating on him with fictional characters. She would spend hours role-playing and looking at spicy fan art of those characters from Genshin. Yikes. How about this guy who had to end his relationship because his girlfriend refused to travel with him on vacation since she didn't want to miss her daily quest?
What the fuck?
Oh, and of course, let's not forget the situation in which someone broke up with their boyfriend in game chat. They didn't text, they didn't call, they broke up with them in game chat. There is no shortage of stories like this, but what shocked me is the fact that one just occurred in 2025.
Fucking brain
We're talking
rotted
about
people.
A couple who was engaged, okay? They were about to get married. They were so close. The woman had a ring on her finger and the guy had proposed to her. But now their entire marriage is at risk. Everything's about to be called off. The parents are involved fighting with each other, all because of Genshin Impact. I wish this was
all
a joke.
Over a fucking video
seriously,
game,
it's so ridiculous. We have
like the
to
Dick
talk
Tone
about
situation.
it. So let's do this. All right, so for you to understand how this marriage got ruined, we have to talk about Genshin's gacha system. The most important currency in Genshin Impact are Primogems.
No, Atsu.
You can earn these in-game, but you can also spend money to get them. You use them in order to buy intertwined fates. These will allow you to wish on a banner. Your goal when wishing on a character banner is to get a 5-star character. If I were to wish once on this banner, then the odds of me getting a 5-star are 0.6%. If I'm lucky enough to get a 5-star character, then a coin is flipped. If I win the coin flip, I get the character I want, which in this case would be Farina. If I lose the coin flip,
not only that, but
I get
there
a
was
standard
like some other
from the
like
standard character banner that no one wants, and I have to try again. But this time there won't be any coin flip. But the thing is, getting the 5-star character that you want is only the beginning for some people.
Always
because that's where
fucking slinging shit at each other.
After getting a 5-star character, I can wish for that character 6 more times. And for every copy I get from them, I can activate a constellation. These are extra passive abilities that you cannot unlock unless you get copies of this character. By the time you reach the 6th constellation, the character would have changed so drastically that they won't just be overpowered. They will undergo a full kit conversion. So if they're a damage dealer, well, guess what? Their damage is multiplied by 10 now, and they're also a healer. It changes everything. And the only way to get it is to get copies of the character. There's no other ways to earn it. If you don't farm in-game and only spend money, then getting a C6 character with all 6 constellations will cost you anything from around $1,000 to $2,000, depending on how lucky you are with the coin flip. There are some players out there who will do this for every single character, all right? Those players have a name. They're called whales. Any gacha game would gladly trade 1 million of their players for just 1,000 of these whales because of how much of a financial impact they have. But the problem here is that many times these whales cannot afford this. They just do it anyway. This brings us back to this failed engagement. On March 19th, 2025, a user made a post on the Am I Overreacting subreddit with the title, Am I Overreacting? My fiance spent $600 on gacha. They go on to say, my fiance spent $600 on a gacha game without asking. I flipped out and now his entire family are calling me abusive and encouraging him to call off the engagement. For context, I work 55 hours a week and he drives Uber during the day while I'm at work. We are paycheck to paycheck. As you can see, this post went absolutely...
Wait, okay. So they're paycheck to paycheck, right? But for some reason, they're spending $600 on a fucking gacha game. What?
viral.
How does
And
that
she set
make
the
any
record
fucking
straight from the
sense?
beginning.
That sounds
She's
like
the
a
breadwinner in this
retarded
relationship.
financial
She works
decision
65
you
hours a
made.
week. He works whenever he can doing gig work. It definitely doesn't pay as much as she earns, that's for sure. She then posted these images with their texts, and this is when the incident took place. Let's read them. It starts off with her fiance saying, "Stop calling me." She then replies with, "We need to talk right now. Pick up now." Her fiance then replied with, "You're not being fair at all. I explained my boundaries to you, but you are not respecting them. This is exactly what blank says is abusive about you." And then she said, "You spent $600 on our credit card on a fucking game?"
Oh,
He then
Jesus.
says, "I explained it already to you." And then she says, "600 for 2 virtual characters you don't need," without asking when we are paycheck to paycheck. That card was for emergencies with the
fuck.
Civic. And then this dude has the gall to reply with an image of Farina, which is one of the limited characters available in
No
Genshin
way.
Impact.
See, this
right
is why
now.
you don't.
This
is why you
this
don't
has
date
to be made
gacha
up,
players.
dude. He then says, "You told me you wanted
You're
her
fucking
too, but you
brain
aren't happy for
rotted."
me, LMFAO. Actually, I'm done. I'm a 29-year-old man. I am allowed to make purchases without needing your permission. This is an abusive dynamic." Blank explained that very clearly to me.
Who's
She then said, "Yes, I said I want Farina. I didn't say we should spend hundreds to get constellations. You are a fucking addict. You already spent all our Christmas money on it." So as you saw, he didn't just pull for the character, he pulled for her constellations as well, which is completely optional. What does he reply to this? "You are snooping into your fiance's purchases. You should take a look at yourself." She then replies with a middle finger. She just straight up told him, "Go fuck yourself." Then said, "This is a shared card that I set up for emergencies and you went behind my back. Why don't you tell blank about your gambling addiction to video game characters?" Her room temperature IQ fiance replied with, "Actually, blank told me all about your coercion?" I guess he means coercion. "And I believe you are a narcissist personality. That is why you are continuing to try and control me and control my financial decision making. You know this is my values, and I have had
Dude, this
Farina
is
as
why
my
you
wallpaper
don't have
forever."
friends talk to friends and start it.
I refuse to be verbally
this is
abused.
So
for
bad.
being
This is such a
myself.
toxic
I am
relationship.
battling anxiety and you do not care
Jesus.
at all. I need to use that as an
Holy
excuse. I need
shit.
to go buy a Lamborghini right now with money I don't have. And if my mom confronts me, I'll be like, "Mom, you know I've had a Lamborghini as my wallpaper like forever. Stop it. You're being controlling. You're a narcissist. This is insane. This dude's almost 30. He then decides to impulsively end everything, saying this: "I don't want to get married to you. I'm not talking on the phone. I emailed screenshots for my appointment tomorrow. Thank you for giving me horrible anxiety attack and ruining my night. And no, I didn't do a fucking thing with Farina yet because of your calls." Then she said, "I will call Capital One and dispute the charge. Your account will be banned." This is true, by the way. If you spend money in Genshin Impact and
Yeah.
you charge back, your account will have a negative balance. And if you don't bring it back to zero, then you'll get banned. What did he have to say to that? "Try it, you will lose me forever. I'm going to Scottsdale for the night. Stop calling me for 12 hours and we can
Jesus.
talk then. Good night." A few minutes later, he says this: "Will you please answer my mom? Please."
Wait,
I
what?
apologize for my reaction. As I said,
No,
my anxiety
you
is bad
actually
today and I have to do
called
better.
your
I love you.
mom
You don't
to
need
get-
to dispute the charges. I will get you the money soon. Blank can spot me 600 tonight, so can you text him your Venmo? Anxiety really bad, blank, please. Now look, Reddit is known to have a lot of fake posts, especially on subreddits like Am I the Asshole, with some of the craziest fan fiction you can
Yeah, it's
imagine.
like,
But the
what
thing
the
is,
fuck?
here, with these screenshots, it's very hard to fake this. This dude is clearly a man-child, all right? It's clear that he's
Yeah,
overly
I mean,
attached
there-
to his
there
mother.
are-
Okay, he
Look, there are man-childs in the world, but holy shit,
has no
This is
voice.
insane. Why would
She
you
decides
post this
everything
on the
for him,
fucking
and the guy's
internet?
almost 30. The woman who made the post commented this a couple hours later, saying, "Update. I am overwhelmed by all the replies. Thank you. I'm trying to read every comment. It feels obvious now that I was not overreacting. Yes, the card is in my name only and is not that old, but he saved the info somehow. The card has been in my bag, so I'm not sure how or when he got the info into his game. I am calling Capital One in the morning to dispute the charge. His mom left me a voicemail saying that I gave him a panic attack and to give him space. I did text his drug-dealing friend to try and get the $600, but he left me on red. Also, he's currently online on Discord playing Genshin Impact at his mom's house." Hours later,
Jesus.
she posts, "Update. Okay, I can't keep up with all the comments and messages I woke up to. I'm checking what I can. Thank you everyone for reading and telling me the truth. First, his family is very involved with his life for cultural reasons, but they have all demonized me since we met. His mom said I am never going to see him again due to the way I treat him. I got her on the phone and told her the engagement was off, and she started screaming that it's already off, so I can't end it. He has blocked me, including on Discord, which makes me think he saw my post. As for the $600, I woke up to a Venmo from his sketchy friend. I paid off the card and locked it. I would love to have disputed the charge, but even if I did, it would just put his Genshin account into a negative balance. Then he would have time to spend more to fix it. I have no doubt he would find a way to get another $600 and keep the account. As much as I want to blow up his drug, I am afraid of how he would react if he lost it. And we don't have shared accounts, but I have let myself be taken advantage of. I see that I fucked up by saying it was our credit card, and he's not even a co-signer on the lease, so I'm screwed because he doesn't actually have to pay rent anymore. I think the craziest thing in all this is that she actually thought that she was overreacting. She actually had to make a post to verify with strangers, yo, am I in the right here? Am I making too much of a big deal? It's clear that this runs...
See, this is why women are retarded sometimes. Like, what the fuck? Why are you getting in this kind of relationship if you don't know where your boundaries... Bad fucking humans.
It's deeper though. The mom of the fiance is very fishy,
human.
and it seems that she's trying to control him to separate him from her so that she can reclaim him as her property. I mean, he moved in with her immediately, as if she was planning it. After a few more hours passed by, she confirmed to a commenter saying engagement is off. So their wedding is never gonna happen. Their engagement was cut short, and she is now single over a dude that can't control his spending on a video game. So much so that he stole her credit card from her purse when she wasn't looking, took her info, spent it, and then was shocked that she was shocked. Zero accountability. It's insane. But it happens more often than you think. Moist Critical actually made a video about this before me, okay? He was a bit faster than me, but there's a comment here that went through something similar, and it just shows that it's not an isolated incident. Like someone's ex-boyfriend spent...
Yeah, just because... This has been an issue for decades, I'm pretty sure. Even before Charlie made his video from the Reddit post, this has been going on for probably decades with some of these people, right? Ever since Gacha games came out and with all the fucking microtransactions and shit. Yeah, it's been going on for a while. It's probably a lot of relationships got fucked up because of video games, right?
$3,000 in 2 weeks on
Or
Genshin Impact
because
right at
of
the
fan
start.
games.
When
or
confronted
gacha
about it, he
games.
didn't just say that he was having an anxiety attack, he also added in a little bit more spice, saying that he's autistic. This eventually led him to have a financial crisis, and of course he blamed his girlfriend for that, which ruined their relationship. Guys, ultimately, gacha games can be fun. Anything can be fun, but in moderation. So if you're gonna play one, be very careful with your spending. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I'll see you in the next video whenever that is, and I love you so much.
Why would you be careful?
Mwah.
There's people who take out loans like fucking mad. You're just a narcissist employing coercion tactic. That was so funny. He meant to say coercion, but he went coercion. My mom told me all about it. We're done. So fucking stupid. Oh my god. And child. A good one. No, fucking Mujin.